Station of the Church of Christ or Iglesianicristo.
More laughter. More fun.
Dude, again, just a plug.
More LAC. Only here on INCRadio, Los Angeles.
Welcome to another special episode of INC Radio Los Angeles. I am Brother Stephen Henright coming to you, broadcasting live today from the local of Los Angeles. All right. So, so the local Los Angeles or the city of Los Angeles is a rich city built over the years. So let's meet our wonderful panelists for today. So we first off we have from the booklet organization we have Brother Bobby. So Brother Bobby, hello, Bob.
Thank you, INC Radio, and thank you, Brother Stephen.
Eva.
We're quite ready and very willing to share points of interest on the Los Angeles locale with your audience here in church and elsewhere over the airwaves.
All right, thank you, Paul. And then representing the Kadiwa organization, which is 18 years and older, and that are not married, we have Brother John Okuma and Sister Krisha Roxas. Hello, Paul.
Glad to be here. Thank you, Brother Stephanie. Really excited to represent LA to its greatest, its finest.
Hello po, I'm Sister Krisha. I'm excited to share some popular attractions here at LA with you all.
All right, so I'm super excited for that. And then also from the Binhi organization, which is which is baptized members and also that are 17 years of age. We're joined by Brother Yuri, and from the CBS we have Brother Logan.
Hey,
Hello, happy to be here.
what's up, guys? What's up, INC fam? Let's go.
All right, so the local Los Angeles is holds a special place in the history of the church. So, Sister Bria, could you share its actual origin story?
Thank you, Mr. Stephen, and we'd like to thank you too for having us here this morning. Although you forgot to introduce me earlier.
Sorry. Sister Bea.
Of course, I'd like to tell you in a nutshell the history of LA and how it started. So, Los Angeles is one of the three congregations established in the West outside of the Philippines, and the other two locales is San Francisco and Honolulu in Hawaii. So it all began on September 16, 1968. Several families gathered themselves together and they held their very first prayer meeting in a very small apartment owned by a brethren in Wilmington, California.
Wow.
And where is Wilmington, California? That's
Where
20
is that?
miles south of Los Angeles. So from this very humble beginning, the congregation has grown and expanded, and that played a significant role in the expansion of the church in the region.
Well, so wow, that's really remarkable. Just to really hear the history of that. So Brother Bobby, can you tell us more about the role of Los Angeles within the church? Brother Bobby.
Yeah, certainly. Los Angeles is often dubbed as the mother locale in Southern California. Directly or indirectly, it has spawned other facilities of the church. It has given birth to many other organizations and congregations in LA County and even in adjacent districts. Okay? It's simply a testament to the faith, commitment, and hard work of the brethren of Los Angeles.
Wow. So yeah, no, definitely like just the whole, just the origin of the local Los Angeles is very important, especially in our district, especially in the District of Los Angeles County, California, where I believe I believe what. So how many years are you as the local of Los Angeles celebrating?
Well, since 1968, that's more than 5 decades.
Wow. I wasn't even born then.
Me too.
So, so Los Angeles is often called the mother local because it has indirectly, like have, directly or indirectly given rise to so many other local congregations. So from this congregation, we've seen the birth of other locals, right, across the LA County and even nearby districts. So definitely, it's really like what you said. It's been a true testament for that. So Brother Bobby, is there any other final thoughts and what makes this congregation special?
Oh, what makes it special? That's easy to answer. It's got to be the unity, dedication, and dogged determination of the brethren throughout all of this. And over the years, over 5 decades now in the LA, there have been the LA local has been in the forefront of a lot of achievements, okay, and specifically of the church in the West. Okay? And again, you can attribute that to the untiring efforts of the brethren. These are efforts over the worship, outreach, community services,
Right.
and these are sources of inspiration and foundations
Yes.
to the um, success and growth of the church in the West.
Yes, and then also, Sister Brig, if I can come back to you, what are some can you also highlight some of the key milestones in the Los Angeles history?
Yes, certainly. In 1970, we acquired our first chapel here in the Los Angeles area, specifically in Lincoln Heights. Again, where is Lincoln Heights? Lincoln Heights is in the downtown, located in the downtown LA. So, you know, if you read the history of the church, when they bought that property, when they acquired that property in Lincoln Heights, all the brethren, they all helped each other. They renovated the place and turned it into a newly renovated chapel, and actually a working chapel.
Wow.
So it is to the credit of those brethren during those days that this edifice became a true chapel where they worship. So, and then I believe in a year later, in 1971, this was the first dedication outside of the Philippines, the first chapel dedicated, although it was really very small. Now, then in 1976, there was a program. They call it the Search and Locate the Perfect Location, because the population has grown in leaps and bounds. So they were able to purchase now what is now called 141 Union Avenue, where our present church is located.
Yes.
And of course, in 2011, who else but other than our beloved executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, who rededicated the chapel, as I said, in 2011. So since then, throughout the years, the many years, the locale of Los Angeles had hosted most of the big events for the district.
Right. So, just listening to the history, it just gives me chills because learning all that history and is learning it now, it definitely is, really a humble experience, just a
It
humble,
is.
because, from the 1970s
Yes.
to now we're sitting in, the historic, this is a very historic chapel. So
It
definitely
was.
it's something that, we all listeners and viewers can definitely learn from that. On top of the history of the local of Los Angeles, Los Angeles is also famous for its iconic landmarks, right? So Brother John and Brother John and Sister Krisha, what's your take on some of the most visited places?
Well, when you first drive into Los Angeles or fly in, for example,
Wow. Okay.
the
all right.
first thing you see the mountains, and then you're flying over, then you see one iconic sign. You see the Hollywood sign, and you're like, I've seen that on TV. You know what? I want to go there. So then you're headed towards the Hollywood sign. You drive up to the observatory. There's one place where you can start from there. You can see the beautiful Los Angeles. You see downtown LA. You see the other boroughs of LA like Burbank, Glendale. You can see all these iconic spots. And one thing I love seeing from the LA Observatory is actually the LA Chapel. You can actually see the LA Chapel from the observatory. I'm like, that's my locale right there. That's the mother locale.
And Sister Krisha?
And to add on, um, there are places like Lakma where the Urban Lights is located, and it's famous well for being a photo destination. So I highly suggest for that if ever you're visiting LA, I really really suggest for that you go check it out
Oh
and
yes,
snap some
definitely.
photos in. Um, there's also the Echo Park Lake Boat, and it is actually a few minutes away from our LA chapel here. And so many brethren from our local are frequently at the Echo Park Lake to stroll around, do some jogging, do some picnic. It has a very beautiful scenery po, so there's that. And we also have Little Tokyo. Well, yeah.
Wow. That's my favorite. One of my favorites.
There's various of shops po and different kinds of foods to try. And yeah, just lots of Japanese culture to really immerse yourself in. So definitely recommend both.
Nice. So yeah, and like for example, when you guys are visiting here, don't forget to take lots of pictures because of course, the city of Los Angeles is very photogenic. There's so many places that you can take pictures. So just definitely take a camera or take your cell phones with you. So definitely it's one place you can take lots and lots of pictures. So so what about the dining scene? So Brother Yuri, like any food recommendations for our visitors that will be visiting here in Los Angeles?
Wait, Brother Stephen. What about the kids?
Oh yeah.
Don't forget about the fun places.
Oh, that's true.
All right, don't forget about the fun places for kids, like Universal Studios, where they have multiple rides for all ages, and that they also film multiple movies there because it's owned by Universal. So it's meant for all ages.
Yes. So what's between those those places? What's your favorite?
Oh, I mean, yeah, Universal. Like,
Oh, yeah. So thank you. So thank you, Brother Logan, for that. Yeah. So what about the dining scene? Like, what's for our for our foodies or for those brethren that love food? What are some any food recommendations, Brother Yuri?
Okay, so there's a lot of food places you can check out in LA. So there's places that are world renowned and have stood the test of time, like Langer's Deli. And I know that a lot of us are well acquainted with Laurie's Prime Rib, and they're very much must tries in this locale.
Wow. Yeah. So there's we cannot suggest so many because there's a lot. There's a long list. So definitely just one of those restaurants. Like there's a lot of restaurants that we can definitely look at. So Los Angeles is more than just landmarks, right? It's also about the vibrant the communities, right? And also just also the just the families in LA that love to spend the weekends here, right? So, Brother John, what about there's any parks or anything that we can probably explore?
Oh man, family places to go to spend with the family. You got parks like the biggest park in California, one of the biggest parks in actually in the U.S. You got Griffith Park. You got
Yes.
places where you got your family parties. You can hang out, you have barbecue, and then you got like iconic scenes like that actually play in movies, like Echo Park. You got the paddle boats. You have the vendors that sell those bacon wrapped hot dogs. Then you got other activities like, for example, I ain't see giving that we happens over there. We give our Pasugo drive, try to missionize. You got you got so many places where you can take pictures, post it on the gram, and stuff like that. There's so you got Echo Park, Griffith Park. You got all over the place, just different boroughs and stuff like that.
Nice. Yeah, no, really, like just like what you said, Echo Park is one of the one of the most beautiful parks actually. And it's just a close by right here by the Los Angeles Chapel. So it's like literally walking distance. So, definitely, if you are here, please visit. So what about Brother Yuri? What are some other, parks too?
Okay, there's a lot of local gems in LA. There's places like Original Tommy's for classic chili burgers and pink hot dogs, and they're both LA originals. The Grove's Farmer Market are a hit among locals. They're not just about food, but also about the lively atmosphere. And downtown, there's also Grand Central Market, which is a melting pot of all different flavors of culture, like Mexican, Filipino, American, Italian, Japanese, all in a single food court atmosphere near downtown museums and sites.
Wow. So for the audience here, who loves food? Raise your hand. So so for those in the audience, so like just take a note because there is a lot of restaurants here, lots of good places here. So definitely if you are free, just visit here. So definitely that's one place to go to or places to go to. So Sister Krisha, where do as a young adult myself, right? And there, what's or where do usually the cool people hang out?
The cool people. Honestly, I would say for it's also near the LA Chapel. One of the frequent places, locations that young people go to would be Little Tokyo. And I mentioned it earlier, Paul, but yeah, it's very unique, Paul. There's lots of unique shops and stores. There's anime stores for anime shops. And I would say po that if let's say you're visiting po and you're looking forward to buying your friend or a loved one a gift, definitely po there's lots of stores in Little Tokyo that you could check out and buy some unique gifts po. So there's
Yeah, and also like just Little Tokyo alone, there's like different museums too, right? There's different museums.
there's a bookstore,
Oh, there's a bookstore too. So for those that like books,
manga.
right? Yeah, manga too. So definitely, those are some of the things that you can visit. So, um, yeah, so definitely it's like those places just around Little Tokyo is definitely really exciting to go to. So with that, there's so what about for the booklet of Brother Bobby? What are some date spots or family gatherings for our booklet members?
Let me answer that
Oh,
first.
yes, Sister
I
David.
don't want to mistake. I don't want to make a mistake.
No, let me answer that first because since we are in the subject of food at 9 o'clock in the morning, I guess we're all looking forward to having a great meal after this interview, after this panel interview. Well, as we all know, LA is an amazing. It boasts of an amazing, diverse culture, and also an amazing selection of food scene. Um, there are many mini towns representing all cultures from all over the world, namely like what our brothers and sisters mentioned earlier, Little Tokyo, Koreatown, where we live, Little Armenia, Thai Town, Chinatown, and of course, the historic Filipino town, where our chapel is in the heart of this area. So, what can you say? There's so many restaurants, unbelievable, many restaurants. And of course, Koreatown is most famous for all you can eat until you are asked to leave the place, right? Offerings. So, just you'll never miss anything. I mean, everything is here in LA.
Brother Stephen, LA is truly a wonderland for food destinations and for young adults like you,
Yes.
romantic spots.
Oh, wow.
um, you can never, as Cabello was about to say, you can never really run out of places to eat, whatever your food cravings, etc. There are several Yelp endorsed and Michelin star restaurants all throughout Sunset Boulevard, in Midtown,
I had to take note of this actually.
and downtown. Okay, there are even rooftop bistros
Wow.
overlooking Midtown, downtown again, and even the Pacific coastline.
Mm.
All right, so um, you crave for Japanese food.
Oh, yes, I
understand.
I love that
If you're
too.
in the mood for sushi and tempura, you probably heard of Yamashiro,
Oh, yes, I
which
do.
is this iconic Japanese restaurant sitting on top of a hill and overlooking Hollywood Boulevard.
Wow.
Yeah, my special favorite every so often is dishes from Spain.
Ooh.
And again,
I want to go there.
we here in LA, in the LA congregation, are very lucky to have a restaurant only within a 12-minute drive, and it's actually called Spain.
Oh, wow.
Okay, it's named Spain,
Okay.
and you can order paella and gambas over there.
Oh, but is one of my favorite dishes. So how about you, Sister Ray? What's your favorite restaurant around here?
Before, it used to be a hole in the wall. Not anymore, because it's called Dollar Hits. It's
Perfect,
right in the
yeah.
heart of Filipino town as well. Yeah, and it's open until late at night. Dollar Hits because each item you buy is a dollar and a cent, some cents.
Yeah, when you eat at dollars, it's not just for the Bukload, it's even for us young
Yeah,
people.
you should.
Y-
Yeah, you should
yeah.
check it out because it's always packed.
And there's like you outside, it's like a different style of barbecue. So you're sitting out there, turn your skewer or your stuff. It's great to hang out with the Kadiwas, the Binhis.
Yes, definitely.
It's a great place to eat.
Oh man, you know what? Let's go there right after this podcast.
So when you bring your date, Brother Stephen,
Yes.
we have to accompany you.
Okay.
To make sure.
Okay, we'll go together.
Triple D.
Okay, so now let's check the INCK's weather report. So with our youngest panelist, Brother Logan, what's the weather today, Brother Logan?
Hi, this is me, Brother Logan, and today I will be, well, Logan to Second Trinidad, and I will be doing the weather report today. So here in downtown LA, we're in the middle of Southern California during winter, and it will be actually a sunny day with a high of 76 degrees and a low of 53 degrees. Today, it seems like the perfect day to go outside, play some sports, and go to the park, like as Brother John said earlier, and walk your dog. So it's basically just perfect for exploring the landmarks and hangouts, what we've mentioned. And yeah, so
All right, so thank you, Brother Logan, for that weather report. Now we know how to dress, especially for today's weather. And you're dressing warm too, so I like your jacket too, actually. Brother Logan. Can I have that?
Another sunny day in sunny California.
Yes.
Now
So
it's winter.
Yeah.
um, do you also have any shout outs, Brother Logan, too?
Yeah. So I'd like to shout out Washington D.C., Eagle Eagle Rock, and here LA.
All right. So thank you, Brother Logan, for that. Now, time for some shout outs. So let's check in with the live audience here. Live audience, can we please make some noise? All right, so we also have some music comments from our team live chat or our TLC. We have Sister Nancy Silviano. She says, "Shout out to our resident minister and his lovely family, Kaferdi, Kawing, and to our dear and sweet Thea. We have Brother William Julian, which hashtag Monterey Park. We have Sister Marilyn. She says, "Good morning, Los Angeles." We have Sister Chestin. She says, "Happy birthday po sa aming district minister, Brother June Pilon Jr. Hashtag LA." We have Capier. He says, "Good morning po to Los Angeles." We have Sister Esther. She says, "Good morning po to all brethren watching po from hashtag Lancaster and hashtag LEC district." Wow, we have a couple more shout outs. We have Sister Sheila. She says, hello, brethren. I want to shout out to the choir members and to our brethren and overseers and my loving parents. Thank you po. Hashtag Los Angeles, more laughter, more fun, more LAC. We have Brother Erwin Molina. He says, "Good morning, brethren. Happy evening to all. Hashtag Santa Maria." And then lastly, but not the least, we have Brother Efren Bringas. He says, "Happy evening po to all po. Hashtag Eagle Rock." So thank you so much, brethren. To continue to comment down below. I know there's a lot that we cannot read, but again, we thank you so much and appreciate to all the viewers listening to INCRadio Los Angeles. So now we come back to our topic, or to continue to our topic, which is the local Los Angeles. So of course, LA is home to many of the celebrities, sports teams, and schools. So so Sister Krisha, what's your favorite celebrity?
I would say Bob. I would say Leve. She resides here in LA po.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And I hope one day I can actually meet her or see her perform. And I found out po that she's actually frequent to the neighborhood that I'm in. So there's that.
Okay.
I love her songs. Po. She's a music artist. Yeah.
Oh, I want to meet her too.
Me too.
So Brother John, when it comes to sports teams, tell me some of the sports teams here in Los Angeles.
Well, LA, so humble. Yet we're known as the city of champions. LA produces champions after champions. For example, we got the 17 championship that the LA has. You got the most recent World Series champion, the Dodgers. You got world champion, the GOAT, Serena Williams. You got You got the world champion Rams. We got the world champion Kings. You got other. You got so we got L. You got the world champion Galaxy. Basically, about LA and its sports dynamic is allowing us to bond. For example, when you have I've seen you, brother Steph, at the Dodger Stadium on Filipino night,
Yes.
and that's such like a great bonding ship.
Right.
But not just with the family, but also with the congregation of LACC. I see different locales at that Filipino night. I've seen from the locale Eagle Rock. I've seen from the locale North Hollywood, Santa Monica, Monterey Park. I've seen even as far as Oxnard. I've seen people there at those sporting events. It's really amazing and fun. Yeah, then you got something that's gonna happen. I forgot, like in 4 years, that small, tiny event called.
I don't think that's small, brother John.
Oh,
I don't think that's small.
you got the Olympics. That's gonna happen in 4 years. I'm really excited. I'm hopefully gonna go to a couple of events. Hopefully you two guys. So I'm actually looking forward to it. Brother Logan, are you looking forward to the Olympics?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm ready to see some sports played.
Yes.
What about you, Sister Krishna? Are you excited for the Olympics? Is there any event you're gonna watch?
Probably not for the traffic, but
Oh, traffic in LA, surprise. That's decent.
All right, and then also, and also, I'm pretty sure we have some, schools and really prestigious schools, brother, Yuri, right? Correct?
Oh yeah, so there's a lot of prestigious colleges and schools in LA, like UCLA, USC, Cal State LA, and LAUSD is the second largest public school district in the U.S. with almost 700,000 kids in the public school system across 1,500 schools.
Wow, that's a lot. 1,500. I can't even count that many. So as we celebrate the vibrant community in the local of Los Angeles, so let's take a moment to talk about the worship service times, and also some upcoming activities. So so Sister Bea, can you also start by sharing the many activities, especially in the local Los Angeles?
But before I do that, Brother Stephen, I forgot we need to make a special shout out to the finance officers of Los Angeles.
Yeah. Shout out to the finance officers.
So we invite everyone, mga kapatid, the brethren. If you are thinking of visiting the city, we have a very flexible schedule here at worship services. Every weekday, we have the Wednesdays at 8 p.m., we have the Spanish worship service. On Thursdays, we have Tagalog at 10 a.m., right? Am I correct? And then on Thursdays, 8 p.m. In English. And then on weekends, Saturday, Spanish at 7 p.m. And then on Sunday, um, 8 a.m. in Tagalog, 11 a.m. in English for the adult worship service, and of course, the CWS at 11 a.m. as well. They coincide on that day. So we invite everyone, please come and visit this wonderful city.
Yeah, so yeah, because definitely this when as soon as you visit the local Los Angeles, also take a picture of the chapel because definitely the chapel's yeah, it's very iconic, very
Iconic
iconic.
landmark. Yeah.
Yeah, so when you come visit, come you're welcome to to visit the local to greet the brethren here, especially
That's right.
especially Sister Bea and all the panelists here, right? So definitely come visit, take some pictures. Definitely because this is one chapel you definitely want to visit as soon as you arrive here in Los Angeles.
I agree.
Right? So, so of course, definitely when it so Sister Krisha, could you also tell us about the many activities planned here, especially for the Kiddy organization?
so for the Kadua organization, we're planning on hosting a Pasugo Drive po in the upcoming months. We also have a resume writing workshop planned where we'll focus on professional growth and skill building. We're also planning po for a esports activity for next year where we can see all the talented and competitive gamers in our
Wow,
congregation.
I'm really excited for that one. Esports. Wow, and then wow, we do also have some slides here too. So booklet night for the thing, and so also for the booklet, Brother Bobby, is there any other activities, Bob?
Oh yes, as we're moving more and more towards the end of the year, the book road members are very much looking forward to book road night. Okay, that's it's a very popular event. It's obviously it's a dressed up thing, an annual event, and it serves to well, there's a dinner over linen sheets and silverware. So, and it's there. It's held annually to foster a bond and camaraderie among the married members.
The
Okay.
non-married one, like you.
Oh, okay.
Those you can bring,
Oh,
you
let
can
me
bring
see
a
the
date.
Oh,
And
we
if you
did.
bring a date, I will pay for your course.
Family members do tend to come as well. Uh, Maybe because of the food, I don't know.
I'm just excited for the food. That's all.
Yes. Well, okay.
Excited to meet your date.
Speech to those. Anyway, the other thing that we're looking forward to is uh, during that night there is a short program, okay, and then later on in the early in the coming year there is going to be scheduled a financial planning seminar. This is to help out the book club members and families to prepare for the new year.
Wow.
Material needs.
So wow, so the book club members here are definitely very active. They're very
Yes, very active. Yeah, very active.
right. So so shout out to the book club members here, and then also for the Binhi and the CBUS. What are some so what are some activities for the children as too as well for the Yuri?
All right, so the Binhi alongside Kadiwa, we've been planning a lot for the next year. So we have fun activities like a board game activity to a creative writing competition, and we also have our own Binhi esports coming up. Alongside that, we're hopefully looking forward to start a Binhi yearbook, and we hope that all of the Binhian youth will have fun getting together and doing all of that.
I'm definitely excited for that Binhi yearbook. Like that's the first time I've ever heard of that. So like literally that's one activity. You know, if you can invite me to that one, I will definitely be there because that's one activity I'm also excited about. So sister, yes, okay, so sister Krisha and brother Yuri, like since you're both in CBUS, what are some plans for the CBUS too?
Yeah, for CWS, we're preparing an arts and crafts day earlier next year where they can showcase their creativity. I believe it would be an excellent way to engage them in a positive and nurturing environment. Though. So,
Yeah. And in addition to that, PWS be inspired by like Brother Yuri, Sister Bea Kababi, and Sister Krisha. The CWS are truly thankful, and one thing that we are taught at a very young age
Let's
is
go
to
CWS.
go CWS.
Survive.
Actually, before we say anything, my shout out to my fellow CWS officers. LA CWS wouldn't be as great without you guys. So thank you so much for them. Yes.
Oh,
So, but in light of that, we are the church administration teaches us that we must give thanks to our Almighty God, and as early as now, our CWS is really excited and truly blessed and thankful, and they want to give their thanks coming up for our year Thanksgiving. They already got their Sunday best dress ready. They got their and they got their minds ready and ready to thank their blessing on that great special day.
Yeah, so thank you, Brother John, and also the other panels as well. So definitely, it's really heartwarming, and to just to really spend some time just to with everyone here, just learning about the local congregation of Los Angeles, the history, the role that this local has been a part of ever since the District of Los Angeles County. So thank you to all the panelists here, and it really speaks to the spirit of Los Angeles, and as well as the community as well because I know there are so many INC giving activities that the local Los Angeles is also being a part of. So definitely when it comes to the community services, there's so much that plays a part, especially here in the local congregation. So again, we thank you so much for all the panelists, to everyone watching too, for everyone listening. And also, if before we go, do we have any shout outs to beginning with you, Sister Bea?
I already did earlier because I'm really, really proud of the LA Finance Officers Group. They're really a vibrant, very hardworking group. And we all look forward to the upcoming annual Thanksgiving.
How about you, brother?
Certainly a shout out to all the former members of the LA congregation who are now in the other congregations,
Yes.
doing well, well there as well.
Yes, thank you, thank you. And then also, Sister Krisha.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out po to my fellow LOS officers. We have Sister Ariel here po, Brother Melvin,
You don't see her, but she's doing the behind the camera.
and also CWS po.
I'd like to give a shout out to my parents in the audience right now. And also to the Bini officers who all helped us prepare this radio show.
Yes. And then Brother Logan.
I'd like to shout out the former locales that I've been to. So Washington D.C., here, LA, and Iraq.
Yeah. And then Brother John.
Well, my shout out is actually to my family who are watching right now, to all the different locales I've been to, attended to, and also to the live audience here. Thank you for supporting us.
Yes.
And a special happy shout out to our district minister, Kajun.
Happy birthday, po.
Thank you so
Happy
much
birthday, po.
for your help and guidance to help make LA an amazing county and locale. Thank you so much. This
All right. So thank you again. Once again, we thank you so much for tuning in to INCRadio Los Angeles. Again, if you are ever in the city of Los Angeles, please come visit us. Don't be shy. We don't bite. We definitely want to participate in your activities, especially when you're come visiting us here in the Los Angeles area. Just like what we've learned, there's so many landmarks, so many things that you can visit. Especially when you're hungry, you can definitely call us. Let us know. We can definitely come join us in your lunchtime or your dinner time. And yeah, definitely just let us know, and we'll definitely be there, especially here in our palace here. Stay tuned for more inspiring stories on INCRadio Los Angeles. So with that being said, with that being said, more fun, more laughter.